You're listening to Edge Radio TV. The views and opinions expressed in this program are that of the hosts or guests, and not the Edge Radio Network or its advertisers or affiliates.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned in to I'm Just Saying live right here at the Edge Radio TV morning show. And of course, I'm simply Dot Tennille, and I've got my girl with me.
This is me, Bridget.
Girl, we about to bring y'all this show. This is going to be a show like no other. You know, I don't know if you saw my little invitation to the show this morning, but we got it packed full of Houston legends, if you will.
Yes, we do.
You know, we got album release parties on here. We got live performances. It's just so much going to be going on today. So make sure you stick around all the way to the end because it's going to be lovely and fun all the way through.
All the way through.
Bridget. It is now time for our weekend recap. So let's just go ahead and get started. I had a really good weekend. I got to see Bridget, of course. You know, that always makes it
fun.
Good. So we said that we were going to kick off the show with a visit to where? Top Golf. You Bridget
guys.
got to go over to Top Golf. You know, we love going around and experiencing things in the city.
Look at
just
me, I
for you
cute.
Guys. She thought she was super cute. Look how she's standing, y'all. She got the fierceness coming through the lace. Okay, fierceness coming through the lace. Oh, look, we got a surprise.
Surprise
I'm so excited about
cool.
that. Okay, we'll tell y'all about that one later. So, but anyway, she got to go over to Top Golf.
Yes.
We definitely need to make a connection with them. How much fun did you have?
I had amazing fun, and I beat my opponent. Well, it was 2-2. It was 2-2. They won 2 games. I won 2 games.
Oh, okay. So that's really a tie, Bridget.
However, if we would not have played the 4th game, I would have won. Thank you very much. Okay. Just so you know, I played golf.
If you would not have, because you really should have done best out of 3.
We should have. However, we had enough time to do another one, so we threw another one in.
Oh, okay.
And by then, I was kind of over it. Not really, but I let them. No, I didn't let them.
Sounds like fun.
But I do play golf, though.
Okay.
For real golf, y'all.
Me too. I have an award on my.
I do too.
What
Girl,
was yours
shut up. For
Black Girls
par.
Play Golf.
Yes, Black Girls Play Golf. For par.
Okay.
Yeah, for getting
I got
the par.
Longest drive.
Okay, I got par. Golf clubs and everything,
that.
y'all. I just don't have time.
Really trying to whack it. No.
Yeah, I know, right? Whack-a-mole.
No.
Anyway, move on.
Right,
I know you made something else. Let's move on.
I was about to go there. You're about to take me there just that easy.
No.
You know, it's real easy for me to slip.
I know. Slip
into
and
the
slide.
lion's den, if you will. Let's talk about the Blue Leon while we're talking about lions.
The Blue Leon.
We went over to the Blue Leon. We told you guys about this last week.
Yes.
So we've gotten really close with them. Wednesday, I was over there singing karaoke.
Yeah.
Then this weekend, you know, they had some special guests there for us. There's a ton of people in there, you know.
Ton.
If y'all looking for a party, the people
go to the Blue Leon.
Baby, they out.
out. For real, out.
And they treated us very well. We're very happy to be over there. Little Kiki and Big Pokey came through. And so we're going to show you, a little clip from that. So we might as well kick the show off with that and get it started.
Fun.
Right.
That is fun.
So I'm super excited about that. So here we are at the Blue Leon. There's a couple photos in here that I think you guys might enjoy as well.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Simply Dot Tennille, here in the building with that boy, Big Po. Yo, what's up? How you doing?
Good.
All right. I'm Just Saying Live is here in the building in Humble, Texas, y'all. Humble. A lot of times we don't hear about events going on out this way, do we?
No.
Not that much. You happy to be out this way?
Yeah.
All right. It's definitely up on a Sunday. Tell me what you got going on right now. I've been seeing you pop up in a couple places lately.
Man, just out and about, man. Trying out here to support my girl, Mo Goodness, man. She got a lively spot out there, whatever's going on. The club, it's a nice crowd, day party.
Yeah, it's the Blue Leon. If you haven't ever been, you definitely need to get out here. Let me ask you this. In the way of music, what's something that's going on? What's at the top of your playlist right now?
At the top of my playlist
right
now? That's a good question. I got some Money Bag right now.
Okay.
Money Bag just dropped, so I'm on this new project.
You know, I'm always giving y'all the new, and he's telling y'all that Moneybagg is somebody that's at the top of his playlist right now. Who are some other influences from Houston right now that's dropping some good new projects? That's where I was going with that, y'all. You already know.
My brother's getting ready to drop another project. Y'all can be looking for that. Man, there's a lot of good music out here, man. We have a lot of talent out here, and really, that's what I want to see. I want to see the city turn out over here because we have the skill set to do it.
Hey, I've been seeing a lot of people working together lately and putting these compilations together again, and that's something that I really cherish about Houston artists is when it comes time, they all kind of mesh together and get the projects out and pump them out the right way.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Everybody's supposed to fuck with everybody. Excuse my language. Everybody's supposed to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. Like I said, we have a lot of talent out here, and it's a big city. We got a lot to offer to them.
All right, everybody, we're here at the Blue Leon. This is Simply Dr. Neil. Talk to you later.
What's up, ladies and gents? It's your girl. This is me, Bridget, with the I'm Just Saying Live morning show, and I am getting ready to interview Little Man, who's a big hip-hop star here in Houston, Texas, and he's performing tonight at the Lil Keke Big Pokey concert here at the Blue Leon. So we're going to talk to him. So let the audience know who you are.
What it do? It's your boy BSWG Little Man, straight from the H Northside, Acres.
Okay, so how did you get to perform here tonight with Lil Keke and Big Pokey?
Through Rick. Rick is the promoter of this place, so yeah, through Rick.
Okay.
Rick hit me, I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
So how many years have you been performing hip hop?
I've been doing music since 2017.
2017, okay.
I'm sorry?
Who are some of the other acts that you performed with that we would know about?
In 2018, I went on tour with Young Dolph. I performed with Lil Boosie like a month ago.
Okay.
And Key Glock. I don't know, a lot of people, I can't, Slim Thug. I performed with Lil Keke.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of everybody if I mention my bad.
What made you get into hip hop?
I built a studio for my partners, and they wasn't using the studio. I actually built a studio like in 2014, I want to say.
Okay.
And so they wasn't using it, so I started playing around with it, and I actually started liking it. So that's how I got to doing music.
Okay. And how many tours have you gone on since you've been performing hip hop?
Tours really just one, the one with Young Dolph.
Okay. All right. So how can people find you? How can they follow you and get your music?
Man, y'all can reach me on Instagram at BSGG_Lil Man. That's LILMAN. Everything else is just BSGG Lil Man.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. What's up, ladies and gents? This is me, Bridget, and I'm here at the Blue Leon with Tony live and in color. Because before you was on the Zoom call, you guys saw that. So, what about today? Is it packed? And it's people ready to go? What's up?
Man, you know what? It's looking nice in there. Everybody came out. They wearing their best fits. Man, we having a good time. It's packed. Y'all need to come on out if you're watching this.
Yeah, and if you saw the picture beforehand, Mr. Tony is in all blue, and he's looking quite dapper, I must say. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I didn't have any blue to wear, so I just wore this,
We ain't gonna charge you.
You're not gonna charge? Okay. So what can the folks expect tonight?
Okay, so they can expect a live performance from Lil Keke and Big Pokey. They can expect some bomb drinks. They can expect some good food. And just downright good time. So just come on out, like I said, and enjoy the ambiance.
Right, so we are going to get started here. Thank you so much. Oh, tell people how they can follow you.
Okay, you can follow me at the Blue Leon. That's B_Blue_Leon. And you spell the blue with a L-E-U, not U-E.
Yeah, they had to do something different. You know us.
French.
I know, it's French. That's what I was trying to tell you. It's French. Blue Leon.
Yes,
that's
indeed.
how you say it.
Blue
All right,
line.
guys. So I'm out. This is me, Jet. I'm Just Saying Live morning show. Peace.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Simply Dot Tadil here from the I'm Just Saying Morning Live Show, okay? We keep it live, and you know we always have the hottest in the city with us. I got the Don Kiki here in the building, looking good, staying fresh, right here in Humboldt, Texas at the Blue Leon. Now, what brought you out here today?
Oh, Mo Vickers, this our girl. She invited us out to most of the parties she had. This our first time doing it in Humboldt, so we're excited to be here, ready to have a good time.
I love to see the music spreading out here to Humboldt, Texas. We just talked to Pokey about that and your new project. You got a new project coming up. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I got a new Self-Made 3 in stores right now, done really well. This is the offspring of it, but we went ahead and renamed this, called Legend Talk. It's featuring the hottest legends in the city, you know, some from Texas and surrounding area. I just try to reach back to the youngsters, mix them with the OGs. That's what I usually do on Self-Made, but I didn't have an opportunity to get them to showcase their talents on that particular album, so it's going to be this
and
one.
If y'all don't know about Self-Made, you definitely need to go check that out. You know, we talked about that earlier in the year, so you've had a pretty good year, you know, during COVID and all these different things that are going on. What keeps you steady and in the music?
Just working on relevance. You know, when you get to this particular age and this part of your career, it's not about who the hottest. I just continue to work on my relevance, and that's going to lead me to be able to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I separate my game from everybody else's, and I let it take care of itself.
All right. Well, everybody, y'all know we love the Don because he keeps it him, okay? He stay him 24/7. So we really appreciate that, and we appreciate the music that you bring to the city. This is I'm Just Saying.
Nice time.
I'm sitting sideways, we boys in the day. On a Sunday night, I might bang me some mains. Make me OJ.
Hey, what up? This Lil Kiki. Next time I'm Just Saying live.
Salute to you, my bro. So listen. I hope that you guys enjoyed that.
Yes,
we definitely enjoyed ourselves.
So much fun.
We have a lot of fun with I'm Just Saying, we want you guys to be a part of the party. We need to know about your special events that are going on around the city, because we would love to be a part of them.
Come and check you
we
out.
can't ask a million times, you know, or a million and one. I keep begging, let me know. And we'll definitely try to show up, and you'll get a highlight right on this show.
That's right.
Just like they did. So just let us know. And we also support small businesses here.
Yep, we do.
All right. We also need interns here to help us push forward with our mission. If you could get here, we definitely need somebody to help us do all this work. You see that we are all
run our
over
lives.
the city. What you say? Help smooth them out.
Smooth it out just a little bit. Please.
So when we get back, remember that we told you, you know, I popped into a little bachelorette party. I also did the SDS Vibes album release party, but we've got some local news that we want to talk to you guys about, and some things that are going around the world. So make sure you sit right there, and we'll be right back. This is I'm Just Saying Live, only on The Edge.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Stop laughing. This is We Project with the beautiful Simply Not Tamil here. And we are here at Edge Radio TV Network, located at 415 West Gray, Midtown Bar and Grill, upstairs. And we would love for you to come and be one of our friends with benefits.
Oh, come be one of our friends with Bennies. We love having people here in our live studio audience because we like people to celebrate us as well.
Yes.
And be part of the show. You know, you can comment and do all that kind of fun stuff, you know.
Yes, we're
going
to have
win a prize on Thursdays.
Yeah, win a prize and, you know, have fun.
Okay, I also cannot forget to tell them Bridget lined up something super special for us later today.
Yes,
so
I
we
did.
definitely have to shout her out and tell everybody where they can make sure they check us out.
So later on this evening, Simply Not Tamil and I will be guests on KTSU2 with the beautiful Dawn Brooks.
All right, Dawn.
Yes. And we're going to do the interview safely, guys. So it'll be via Zoom, and then we will put out that link for you guys to tune into that interview.
Check it out.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Me too.
We're the media darlings, honey. That's what I'm trying to brand us as. But
all
anyway.
right. Well, I'm definitely a darling when I want to be. Look. Anyway,
yeah.
I did attend a bachelorette party this weekend for my lovely friend Mimi, and I did post up a few pictures and photos, and we had a little bit of fun there, just a little, grown folks having fun doing what they do.
She was instigating.
I am super happy that Mimi has found the one, if you will, and she's about to be tied down, if you will. But we're super happy about that. She seems elated. We had a really good time.
Yes,
The Henny was definitely flowing. Did you see our shirts with the Henny thing?
I did.
Possible?
I did. It was cute.
Those were some really cute shirts.
Cute.
She had a bride tribe that was out of this world. We did definitely have a lot of fun with that. I meant to put a little video in there.
So glad you did.
I don't know if I did. No, it was a good clean video.
Oh, it was a good one.
Yeah,
that was one of the clean ones.
Her and the bridesmaid sitting up, and she was showing her ring and all of this. But I think I forgot to send it, so we're just gonna leave that part.
Okay.
Yeah. Look. Anyway, let me say this. I'm gonna call this local. I'm gonna call this local news, even though it's not centrally located here in Houston. It's in the UF. But ATL, that might as well just be Houston.
Yeah,
but on the flip side, hot Atlanta. So, we're always highlighting things that, kind of go wrong with these celebrities and stuff like this. But I really wanted to bring this up because 2 Atlanta rappers helped reunite low-level offenders with their family by posting bail for them over the weekend.
How nice is that?
I did pop in a picture there. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, they put this out there, and I'm glad that they did because it's amazing. According to WSB-TV hip-hop artist Jeffrey Lamar Williams, now that he done put his whole government name out here. That's Young Thug. Okay, Young Thug. And then Sergio Giovanni Kitchens.
Sergio Giovanni Kitchens.
That's another reason I thought that this was an amazing story because they did put out their entire name. This boy's middle name is Giovanni, and that's where he gets Gunna from. Did y'all know that?
Gunna. Gunna.
Yes.
Gunna.
Gunna. You don't know Gunna either?
I don't know. Listen, we've had this conversation.
He's been
I'm
here
waiting
in Houston
on you guys.
to visit, and I met him and all of this, but I'm going to tell you this. Did I think his name was Sergio Giovanni?
No. He doesn't look like a Sergio
Well,
Giovanni.
I'm putting your name all over that. Sergio Giovanni.
So which one is Serge? In the orange cap or the one with the glasses?
That's
Young Thug?
That's with the left, and that's Young Thug. His name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams. Okay, sorry. I just had to pop that in there real quick.
Interesting. Very interesting. But that's nice that they did that, though.
That is very nice. I hope that it wasn't, people who probably shouldn't have got out. I know these were probably friends or people that they know, but they did try to do something, nice
positive
for
in
the community.
Absolutely.
And I think it's amazing. If you got the money to do it, why not? These people probably didn't have the money. They're probably trying to sit that time out.
Right.
This way they get back home, hopefully to a job.
Okay, so you guys always tease me because I don't know folks. So Young Thug and Slim Thug, I know are 2 different people. I know they're 2 different people, but Young Thug, I've never heard of Young Thug. So he's a rapper. I haven't. I've heard of Slim Thug. I've met Slim Thug. I didn't know who Young Thug. I don't know who Young Thug is. Okay, you can close your mouth. Let's move on. Next story.
I'm going to have a conversation with her about things to say on air and things to say off air.
Okay, I'm just
saying.
I apologize, Young Thug.
Young Thug, you can't say that on air. Okay.
I apologize, Young Thug.
All right.
My bad.
No, apologize to the city.
Oh, I apologize to the city of Atlanta. I apologize to the city of Houston that I'm not familiar with Young Thug.
Well, let's move on to a little bit of world news. I'm sure that you know this guy. Biden has completed
I don't know who he is.
his first 100 days. This
Has
is
it been
world
100
news.
days?
Well, he has completed his first 100 days.
Wow, that was quick.
And I thought that it was very important because several people have been putting out these lists about what was accomplished because, you know, they like to do that and say whether or not you did what you said you were going to do because I told y'all I was going to be holding people accountable this year on this show. Okay. So, Bridget, I hope that you can read this. I made it big enough. I hope you can see one of those. Which one stood out to you immediately?
Number one.
Number one. Okay? Number one. The big stimulus.
The big stimmy.
The stimmy. Biden's campaigned on it and said that he was going to make sure that people got some money, right? He had said 1.9 trillion.
With a T.
Trillion, y'all.
Not billion or million. Trillion.
Okay, and he did did $1,400 checks for everybody to refuel and rebound, and that was true. Okay, so he made it through that.
Check.
All right. Okay, the vaccination rollout after COVID came, and he said he was getting into office and he was going to try to clear everything up.
He did say that.
Because there were the lockdowns going on. He said we had been released too soon. This, that, and the other. Just in case y'all don't remember what happened, but he said everybody had been released too soon. That they should have waited a little longer. And now that the vaccines were there, he said he was going to get 100 million shots.
Yep.
Within his first 100 days, got 230 million.
230.
Okay, these are the facts, ladies and gentlemen. These are the facts. So he did that as well. Infrastructure makeover. Biden unveiled a $2.3 trillion proposal to give Americans' infrastructure a major facelift. Now, we know that happened too, but let's just say it would be the largest federal program since the 60s space race when everybody was trying to get to the moon, and could boost construction related companies. Okay, so here's the thing. We know just here in Houston, TxDOT has already received one project that is worth $800 billion.
With a B?
With a B. Did you hear that? For the I-45 project and the 99 project that is going all the way to Beaumont.
Really?
So if you're a trucker or if you're in construction, it's time to get that money. Where the money reside, where the money reside.
Where the money reside, where the money reside. Okay, right.
That part. So I'm definitely paying attention to that one. I'm still waiting.
I know you are.
To make sure, they slide us on in,
Absolutely.
There's money there for us as well.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm trying to hike through this list real quick. Tax hikes. Now, he was definitely saying that he was going to put the increase in taxes on businesses. Now, that has not gone all the way into play yet.
Not yet, because they're giving him pushback.
But the plan is there. I of course, was giving a little pushback on this one as well. Why? Because the more you charge those companies, the more in turn they're going to charge us, the little man, if you will. The consumer is the one who is ultimately going to lose, in my head, with that. How do you feel about that, Bridget, when it comes to something like that?
From the way they were explaining it, it's not supposed to come back to us because they want to hit the corporations who already have. But they're not supposed to. That's what is in that deal. Because because from the tax breaks that they've had over the years, they're supposed to use that because they've already had breaks. And they're not supposed to charge us.
Men and women.
Of course, we know that.
They're gonna put it on us. But all's well that ends well. All he can do is try. All right. So the green push. We've been talking about global warming for several years now, and all the different things that it's causing. Which is probably these pandemics are probably included. There's tons of things going on. How do we feel about the pre-election pledge to put so much money into it?
Clean energy.
I think that there's a way, with clean energy and us saving ourselves by being on lockdown, there was less cars on the road.
Very true.
People were using a lot more clean energy, but just because they were in the house,
right.
They weren't outside doing all these different things. I think we may have given it a head start.
Yeah, I agree.
If you post money into it now, at this point, you may very well be on the right track.
Yeah, because you can look at California, Los Angeles for one, because they had a thick smog all the time because of all the traffic. When people were on lockdown, it was clear. You could actually see the skyline in Los Angeles.
Did you
So
hear
there
that?
you have it.
Happy skies, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. When I think about it, I think all the time that, there's so many different things that we do, and you're trying to go to all these different things. And here we are with the Tesla incident and, the electric cars. I don't want to be in a situation where I feel like the government can just shut me off at any time.
Yeah, that's
and
not
I do mentally go there when I think about electric vehicles and all this. But it's just because I'm not ready. But, kids who are growing up getting their first driver's license, if they pop them right into an electric car, they're going to have no problem because that's all they will have ever known.
All they'll know. Yeah.
So, y'all, Biden so far,
he's doing pretty good.
He's done a good job.
Yeah, he's kept his promises.
Let's
so we'll see what happens within the next
watching. I promise
100 days.
Watching. Okay. All right, let's talk about the 93rd Academy Awards.
Oh, no.
It proved to be. Oh, is that inside of your?
Yeah, but that's okay.
Oh, no, it's okay. All I have is a picture of Anthony Hopkins. We're going to skip. We're not going to talk about the thing.
No. Because
you got him in there as well?
No, I don't. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're just going to talk about Anthony Hopkins just for a little bit. At 83 years old, Hopkins is the oldest. The oldest Oscar winner ever. Okay, He is still out there getting it. He is making these roles believable. You know how I always am down on people and them needing to move out the way.
Yeah, like you were on Harrison Ford last
I don't know if there's another Anthony Hopkins, and he can always sell the brain eater. He makes you feel very creeped out.
Silence of the Lambs,
Silence of the Lambs is what I was drawing it back to. The brain. You understand? No one has that draw like that I've seen, and there's probably plenty of other creepy people out there. But man, he can really pull it in. He is a great actor, and I'm gonna applaud him for that.
Actor.
So I won't talk about the awards now because clearly it must be in entertainment news,
which it is.
Okay. And when we get back, y'all know I love a good cocktail, and there's some new things going around that you can do some really interesting stuff from home. So I'm gonna tell you all about that when we get back, and we'll also show you a little bit of clip from the album release party.
Yes.
So we'll be right back.
When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
The Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information.
And my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. I tell somebody, if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay.
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Edge Radio TV is holding auditions for new show hosts. Are you a subject matter expert, professional, influencer, book author, thought leader, or business owner with an educational or motivational platform? Then we want to meet you. Send a link of some of your work to edgeradio20@gmail.com and be sure to put audition in the subject line. Join the Edge Radio TV family. Edge TV, because truth still matters.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and it is definitely time for entertainment news with This Is Me, Bridget.
I thought you were going to tell the party people about the cocktail. So we're going to move on.
We're not ready
yet?
that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to start off with some news with the talk first, and then I'm going to move on to the coverage with the Oscars. I know I'm a little out of order, Vince, so I apologize. The talk co-host Carrie Ann Inaba announces that she's leaving the CBS talk show to focus on her well-being 1 month after Sharon Osbourne's departure. What do you think about that, Tanil? They're losing people. They are dropping like flies.
Well,
but she says she'll be back, is what she said.
What's going on with her mental?
I don't know. That's the interesting part.
She's
She
always
just
been
said
very
that
pretty to me,
she is a
so.
beautiful woman, because we all know that she started off on Dancing with the Stars, and then she took a break from that, and then she's been a host on.
This is a tricky
The
one,
Talk.
Bridget, because I don't know.
I
Is it a
know.
mental thing, or has Cheryl been over there kicking up a little dust?
You know, it seems like Cheryl's the one that's in charge now since Osborne has been released.
Cheryl, don't you be over there acting like a black diva. If she is, I would just love it. I would love for somebody to catch it on tape and send it to me.
Yeah, I would too. That would be something. So,
okay, let's
other
keep it
news,
pushing.
Master P, not Master P, Percy. I know who that is, y'all. His
You
son,
sure?
yes. Master P, and he has, I don't know how many kids Master P has, but all of his boys are very talented. But this dude has secured a $2.5 million endorsement deal waiting for his HBCU bound son. Now, his son is 6'3", 180-pound, 3-star recruit, chose to attend Tennessee State over Division I college programs like LSU, Vanderbilt, and UCLA. But the rap mogul Master P revealed that he has landed a $2.5 million endorsement deal for his son Hersey, with an H, not Percy, Hersey Miller. He can only get this, though, if the NCAA changes its rules on how student athletes are to be paid for their name, image, or likeness.
I was just about to say, NCAA is not.
They're not
having
going
it.
for that.
You are not allowed to get
They're not going for
paid.
that.
You are not allowed to get paid.
Nope.
So that money is going to have to go through your father or somewhere else. And
But that's
'cause
still illegal, though, if it goes through his father, isn't it?
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. So they would have to come up with some whole new regulations for Hersey.
For Hersey.
You think they're about to do that for Hersey?
No, they're not, because if they do it for Hersey, they're going to have to do it for LeBron, all of Dwayne Wade's son, all
And
of
we're
those
gonna
guys.
we're gonna turn into another situation where kids are getting paid to play.
But they
and that's
should-
going to make a complete shift, not only in Division I schools, but all over the grid. It's going to be like, whoop, 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 where can I go get the money?
Yeah, but those schools get paid a lot off of those kids' backs.
They do.
They should
And they're
get
going to
something.
continue to do that. It's
Yeah.
a plan by
I
the
know.
man.
By the man, I know. No.
It's a
one,
plan.
One more story before I get into the Oscars. Guess who's back on the golf course?
Who?
Tiger Woods.
What? Tipsy T, what's up?
Stop calling him
That's our
Tipsy
boy.
T.
Why?
There he is over the weekend
Oh,
with
with
his
his
doggy.
crutches on.
Yeah, he has his doggy accompanying him, and he says, "My course is coming along faster than I am, but it's nice to have a faithful rehab partner, man's best friend."
Oh,
and that's
that
his
is
little doggy
super
called
sweet.
Jupiter.
Where did you get that? I like that.
So I
Now,
thought
that
you'd
was
like that.
touching
That
and
was just for you.
heartwarming.
That
See,
was just for you. Yeah.
I miss my dog. Look at I miss my
silly.
little dog. Oh my
Okay.
goodness, Tiger out there on crutches with his dog.
Yeah,
Girl, that
but
was a good photo too. See, talk
See,
about
brought a
work.
smile on her
That's what I'm
face.
talking
Look
about.
at that.
Yeah, I'm so happy right now.
That's good.
Okay, come on.
All
Let's
right,
talk
so
about
now
these
let's go
Academy.
into these Academy Awards. First, I want to say congratulations to her.
Okay.
Yes, she has won the Oscar for Best Original Song called Fight for You in the movie Judas and the Black Messiah.
That's amazing.
And she's only 23 years old.
All right.
So I'm very excited
So
for
we
her.
talked about the youngest and the oldest.
We
Looks
did,
like-
we did.
She's probably not the youngest, but you know that's
When I
funny
think,
that we went all over the gamut with that.
Yeah. Now, Andra Day, I thought this was really cute, brings her older sister as her date to the 2021 Oscars. And when they were walking the red carpet, she was shouting out, "She made it!" Because she loves her sister and they have a very tight
Aw.
relationship. And so she had always planned to bring her sister to the Oscars, and her family were, vying for the ticket as well. And so they were, lavishing her with gifts and everything to get her to,
yeah.
take them to the Oscars, but she said nope. She was taking her
Taking
big
my
sister.
sissy.
Yeah, it was just really sweet. I would take my sister.
You would?
Yeah, and I'm the oldest. We're 8 years apart.
Okay.
So congratulations to Daniel Kaluuya, who wins an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in the film of Judas and the Black Messiah.
Okay.
So I'm very proud of him. Of course, he's a British actor, so there was some, he's black, but he's from Britain, but I just say congratulations
We're gonna
to the
give
young
it to
man.
him. And we're gonna be proud of him
Absolutely.
anyway. I talk about that movie because it was a very big celebration of a snitch. And I'm not scared to say that that's what it was. And you always wind up winning awards when you do something that's real to the folks.
That's very true. That's very true. Also, congratulations to Disney and Pixar's Soul. The animated
Soul was really good.
Yeah, Soul. It wins Best Animated Feature Film at the 2021 Oscars, and it was about a jazz musician in the ether as he attempts to return to Earth for a gig of a lifetime. And it featured music by Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, and John Batiste, with consultation from Herbie Hancock, Terry Lynn Carrington, and other jazz luminaries. So I didn't know that.
It was really good. It was actually really good. And
Yeah, I wanna see it.
Teaches your kids. It teaches your kids a lot. This was very much a movie for adults as well.
Okay.
Learning about yourself and kind of finding yourself.
Well, I want to see that one.
Okay, I
Now-
wanted to interject into
Okay,
your
go
thing
ahead.
because you were talking about the sisters earlier.
Mhm.
Let's say this because I had this in the news as well. So during this awards, it proved to be historic for women of color, period.
Mm-hmm.
And you were naming several other people, and I don't know if you have her in there. Minari star Hong Jong-yoon, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I probably chopped that all up. Became the first Korean actress to win for
Yes, I
Best
saw
Supporting
that. She
Role.
did.
Yes, and so I was super happy about that. The very first one, girl, we're always complaining about why are we still having
Right.
first, but there we go. We got a Korean first
Yep.
in this one as well.
Yeah.
And now I'll
they
let
were
you
happy
continue.
about that. Okay. So Ma Rainey's Black Bottom made history at the 2021. See, I knew she's going to do that. So they won 2 Oscars for Best Design Costume and Best Hair and Makeup. Now, this is really cool because this is the first time that the hair and makeup team of Sergio Lopez Riviera, Mia Neal, and Jamaica Wilson, who won the Oscar for Best Makeup and Hairstyling, marking the first time that a Black woman won this award in hair and makeup. No Black woman has ever won this award. All 3 of them took the stage. However, Neal spoke for all 3 of them, using her speech to highlight those who came before her and the power of inclusivity.
Well, that's
Why are
amazing.
you looking like that?
Because I talked about this one too.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I talked about
You talked about
Black
Ma
Bottom,
Rainey Black Bottom?
and,
Yeah,
you
but I'm
know,
saying that they did
There is
great.
no way in real life that they would have allowed Ma Rainey to do the stuff that was done in this movie out in public. She would have been dead. They would have drug her somewhere. She was openly gay in this movie. It wouldn't have happened during that time period. And that's great that y'all decorated her real well, but let's say this, they had her looking very I'm not gonna use that word.
going back, staying with Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Chadwick Boseman was also up for Best Actor. However, as we spoke of earlier, Sir Anthony Hopkins won over him, and so there was some talk in the news that people were upset because Chadwick Boseman did not win. What do you think about that? Because he has transitioned, Do you think that still would have been fair for him
You
to
cannot
win?
just
Or
give, and I don't think that was why.
I don't think it was
wasn't because
either, but that's
why-
what people are saying.
Okay.
Because they don't
Just
understand.
because he has transitioned, he's won awards,
Right.
for different
He
things
has.
and
Since
stuff
he-
like
since
that.
he has transitioned.
And this year, and like I said, that movie really wasn't all that great. It wasn't. This was not one of his best roles. He played, a crazy guy in this movie, and it was fine. It was realistic. I mean, I'm sure that they went through things like that being musicians back in the day, but he murdered another black man in the movie. It probably was very realistic to some.
Okay.
So
I just wanted your thoughts on it.
Nope.
So one of your movies that you suggested, Two Distant Strangers,
okay,
won Best Live Action Short.
Look at that.
So I thought you would be pleased about that.
Two Distant Strangers was good.
Yeah. And rounding it out, Tyler Perry won the Humanitarian Award for 2021 as he implores others to refuse hate. That was his speech, that he denounced hate. He said, when I set out to help someone, it is my intention to do just that. I'm not trying to do anything other than meet somebody at their humanity. And so he's telling
over the
people,
course of COVID and these other things that have been going on, what was his humanitarian part by continuing to tape on his facility, when they did the bubble kind of thing out there? What are they saying? Like, what was his overly huge humanitarian?
So he was co-honored also with the Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. I don't know. They
Let's
didn't
not
say.
get confused. It's okay.
Yeah,
I just
they
wanted
didn't
to
say.
know if it
They
was
didn't
something,
say
specific toward COVID or something like
no,
that.
just from his, I guess, putting films out there and giving people a chance and opportunities. So
Okay.
that's humanitarian.
All right, Ty.
So your fun fact for today, Tanil.
All right, I'm ready.
I asked the question, where did DMX get his rapper name from? Do you know?
No.
Okay. So DMX, there's two meanings. DMX stands for Dark Man X, but it originally came from the initials from a drum machine that he learned on as a kid called the Oberheim DMX. And that's the drum machine.
I remember seeing those little machines.
Yeah, I
like
do
that.
too. And that's how he learned the drums, and he decided to take the name DMX.
Okay, he took the name right off the
thing.
See? It ain't got to be that hard, ladies
It's
and
not that
gentlemen.
difficult. It's really not. It's really
It
not.
is something that all of us know, remember, and love. I
yeah.
told you we had our little jam session to DMX. We introduced the boys to DMX, trying to, keep it as clean as we could.
How'd that work for you? So your affirmation for today, ladies and gentlemen, always end the day with a positive thought. No matter how hard things were, tomorrow's a fresh opportunity to make it better.
Make it better, ladies and gentlemen. And talking about making it better, let's jump right into this. Is why I wanted to put it at the end, just in case we didn't have that much time.
Okay.
A little bit of footage from the album release party. Slim Thug is definitely making it better. SDS, Sugar Daddy Slim. He got a
Sugar
whole
Daddy.
new name for this one. Okay, Sugar Daddy Slim is his new bag. Okay, he's putting vibes out there, and they are grown folks vibes. Okay, something you can ride to, that you can listen to. And this is what I asked him: where was your headspace? When you made this new album,
Yeah.
And this is his answer. So we got a little bit of music in there. We got a little stuff. We'll let y'all see it real quick.
Goddamn, Sam. Baby, let me be your blessing. I hate to see you stressing, trying to come up, but everybody trying to cut, I'm guessing. So fine, I know them niggas on your line all the time. I can't blame them for shooting they shot, I'ma shoot mine. If I ain't lying, I'm trying to see you naked in my bed. But for now, we can get to know each other instead. You scared I'm trying to hit it and split it, but I'm the type to find something I like and stick with it. Grown man vibes, we can slide a state.
With all of these vulnerable folks vibes, and tell me what your headspace was when you were doing this.
I just want to be myself. I'm 40 years old. I don't want to sound like a 20-year-old. I don't want to compete with a 20-year-old. A 20-year-old can have the young game. I want to do some grown folks player stuff that I grew up to, that I would like to listen to, at my age. So I'm just really rapping for, my people.
Let me tell you, we absolutely loved it. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. This is I'm Just Saying Live, and we're going to holler at y'all.
I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna keep on trying.
We ain't trying to do nothing like the youngsters. We try to stay in our own lane, you know what I'm saying, and represent for the OGs in the game. So let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? SDS vibes. This is a bunch of vibes. Let's get it. Don't sleep.
That was cute, Tennille.
Well, all right.
And I saw her live, and I really was jamming to the music. Her lives are always live. So
okay, I try to make sure that when I go live, I give y'all some good content. So
Yeah.
y'all better make sure you pop in. If you see that I'm going live, it's not just some randomness. I
No,
either got
it's
something to
always
talk
on
about,
point.
or I'm giving you something that you can't see anywhere else. Like
That's
you
right.
ain't in the spot.
yeah, because
You're
people
not
were like,
there.
"Where are you? Where
Yeah.
you at?"
People hurry up and start saying, "Where you at? Where you at?"
How come I ain't know about
What the
this?
boy say? Pull up on me. Pull up on me.
Pull up on me.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm Just Saying. We'll be right back.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Aren't you tired of not getting what you want in bed?
Are you ready to spice things up behind those closed doors?
Woo! We're here for you every hump day at 7 p.m.
This is Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen. I'm Jennifer Reeves.
And I'm Hendrix Scott, and we are professional licensed sex therapists.
So remember to watch us Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Edge Radio TV, just in time for sexy time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I hope that you have been enjoying the show today. Bridget and I still have a ton of things to talk to you guys about.
A lot.
But make sure that you stick around for Tennille's touchy subject.
Oh my gosh.
Because we've got some COVID woes going on.
Uh-oh, not COVID
with
woes.
some COVID issues, okay?
Not COVID
we knew that
woes.
this was coming, that people were going to start having issues that surrounded around COVID.
Of course.
Of course.
Because everybody acting like it's all over.
That part.
It's over now.
You know, and you don't know who's really got the vaccine and who just don't want to wear a mask. Like, it's
part.
bad, you know? So now you're nervous anyway.
We just go around like it's all good.
Oh, God. Sometimes when I walk past people, if I've like left my mask at the table or something, I'll be holding my breath.
Yeah, I saw that. When you walk by, her posture gets all straight.
You think that people can see me doing that?
I just
that's
noticed because I'm
horrible, because they're
closer
probably
to you,
saying,
that's
look
all.
at this B.
I mean,
Okay.
whatever.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I told you that I wanted to bring you something interesting and new. You know, I love, love, love a good cocktail, right?
Yes, we know.
So, you know, I like to enjoy it. And one of the things that I really, really like are the smoked cocktails. So I'm going to have somebody pop up this picture, and we're going to talk a little bit about making
that
these
looks cute.
smoky cocktails, if you will. Okay, we're just going to leave that there for just a little bit because I kind of want to read this. I want to make sure I get the details out. If you are interested in making these super smoky cocktails, you know they normally have cinnamon and spices and different things like this in them. So whatever you want to prepare, you kind of make that entire drink. But now they will sell you, okay, an all-in-one cocktail smoking device. So you just pop it on the top, and then when you get ready to serve it, you voila, and here comes the foam and the smoke. Okay,
cute.
So I have the instructions for how to do it. You place your wood chips and all that kind of stuff in there. But if you'd like to see this, I'm gonna post this down in the bottom of our thing. And when you make your smoky cocktail, please send us a picture of your smoky cocktail. We would love to see that.
That's cute.
I'm excited. So I hope people do their smoky cocktails.
That would be cute.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on to some other things before we get into you know, we normally do social unrest in our movie scoop just before now in the previous segment, but I wanted to make sure that we took time to talk about this, and we're gonna get into, just for a little bit, transgender in sports. This is a conversation that is long overdue. I was an athlete and was very serious about, you know, competing in women's sports, if you will. Do I think it's fair, or that I could have competed against men? There are some men out there that I could beat. But when they're training and this is their thing and what they're doing for life, there is no way you can physically compete with a man. I don't care if he's calling himself a girl during the daytime. His physical structure is something completely different.
Very
now
true.
it went up to the state, and you know they have, you know, banished this thing again, and they're still allowing men to compete with women, you know, even in high school. Bridget,
it's not
I know
fair.
that it's not. And this is taking away from where a certain woman or girl could be the top of her class, and you're robbing her of that with putting a guy there.
And it's a thin line, because you don't want to.
Is it really a thin line?
But I'm
though?
saying you don't want to discriminate against their choice to be transgender.
It's
right?
a sport where your
It is a
physicality
sport.
comes into play.
Right. And your physical prowess is a lot stronger than a woman, unless she takes steroids, and then she can't do that because that's illegal.
Correct.
That's the only way she could compete with a man. Like, you know, like you said, you can beat some men.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There's some of them out there.
However, a man's physical prowess is just different, and it's made and designed to run faster, to be stronger, you know, to take hits or whatever the sport may be. So yeah, I don't think it's fair.
And I honestly, I'm sorry, I have to say this, when it comes to something like this, and you're pitting men against women, and then what if there's an issue where someone gets hurt? You know, some of these sports, someone can get hurt. You can't just decide that it's okay for track, but it's not okay for basketball.
Right.
Like, there's no way, You know, it has to be across the board. And when
right.
it comes to me, we've been doing this for a while now. Leave the men with the men and the women with the women, because now you're robbing them of the fact of being able to say, hey, I won this gold medal, or I did X, Y, and Z, because now you're standing there next to a guy who's 6'4". Most women are what? Average height is only 5'6", who
5'7".
just won a hurling championship because he walked over all of them. You understand what I'm saying? Even though he may have had on, you know, his long hair or whatever, he still walked all over you and took off running down the thing. You know, it's sad that they're doing these poor girls like that, and taking this away. And then when it comes to the Olympics, these other countries who don't respect these
transgender.
Come on now, we're just causing problems for ourselves. I think we should have to just go by what's birth. I'm sorry, you need to go by what's birth.
So with that transgender thing, I want to add this in too. A lot of times when men go through a transgender phase, they take on the likeness.
They take hormones, correct.
Okay, so what do you think about that?
The hormone is not watering down the fact that you still have testosterone pumping through your veins since you were freaking 6.
I mean, but men and women have both.
You're raised a completely different way.
Right. I'm saying, but men and women have both, because we have testosterone just as well as estrogen, and men have some estrogen just as well as testosterone. But when you're a male, you have more. Right. You have more levels of testosterone. But since they take the hormones, don't you think that that's, you know, bringing down? And I'm just asking, does that change their physical?
Let me say this, ladies out there. When your estrogen kicks in, does it take you down or does it take you up? No, most women get outrageous when it's about to be time for their cycle or whatever.
No,
they want to fight, or they have a bad attitude, or they whatever. That is part of your physical. That's part of your training when you're running and you're
but
exercising.
They can't have periods though, because they don't have the same plumbing that we have.
That's the point. So there's nothing stopping them.
Okay, I see.
There's nothing stopping them.
Gotcha.
So that part.
I just wanted to bring up the other side.
They get all the positives. They get all the positives and none of the negatives. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that men and women should compete in their sports.
You have something to say?
Separate.
No.
Okay. Definitely boxing. You would knock a girl flat on her. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
You think I'm getting in there thinking I can punch a man hard enough for him to completely? There are definitely some women that could hold their own, like I said earlier, even in all these other sports. But if a man really lays into you, it doesn't matter. It's nothing you can do. I've seen a girl get hit so hard. This happened in front of me. She was hit so hard, she flew backwards and peed on herself.
By a man?
By a man.
Who was transgender?
This was a boy, actually. He was not a transgender.
Oh, okay.
She was trying to be strong and fight a man. She was acting like she could do it. They're trained different from birth. That's all I have to say.
You're right.
So
what you're saying, it doesn't go away regardless if they take hormones or whatever. It does not go away.
It does not go away. Okay. It is still there. You're a man, period. It mentally. Yep. It doesn't change any of that. It doesn't change any of that. And so, so theoretically and physically, it's not something that should happen. That's where I stand on it. I know that a lot of people think differently, but just because she's decided to compete in a sport doesn't mean you get to pick the easier route, because that's basically what they're doing, so that because they can't beat those other guys.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's not fair.
So it's not fair in my head. Now, movie scoop. It's not a transgender movie, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
But in this movie, you do get to pop back and forth. You get a little time travel, if you will. And we also get to see one of my now favorite guys, Anthony Mackie, is doing it again, okay? He is in Synchronic. If you guys have not seen this movie, it's about two best friends who are kind of going through, a transition period. He was recently diagnosed with cancer. Oh, see? Not that part. Not that part. Not that kind of transition, okay? He's trying to figure out what he's going to do and how he's going to let his friends and family know that he's been diagnosed with cancer. But he winds up having to, become a hero, if you will, in the end. And it's all centered around a drug called Synchronic. So if you're one of those who kind of likes that, who kind of likes to get into the sci-fi, because y'all know I'm one of those. I love a little bit of sci-fi. I love a little time travel, if you will. This is one that'll make you think just a little bit. So make sure you watch closely.
Synchronic.
So
in other words, that chronic works.
Chronic works. Okay. It was tapping people out. It had them zombie. Okay.
Shout out to Snoop Dogg.
Right.
See, I do know rappers. Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So please head to Facebook now. I need you to put your comments in on our Facebook page at I'm Just Saying Live, okay? Because we are about to get into Tennille's touchy subjects, okay? Tennille's touchy subjects. I can't wait.
I'm excited.
These are our COVID woes, is what we're going to say.
Oh, COVID woes.
COVID woe number 1.
Okay.
The sitter came down with a case of the vid. She did not let me know until I called to do a weekly checkup on where she had been. This is a close family friend, so I didn't want to be too judgmental, but she had not contacted me knowing she had been in close contact with my children a short time before. Should I have been warned? Now, I have children, and I'm going to tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. If you come up with COVID and you know that you have been in close proximity with my children, or with anyone for that matter, you need to tell them.
Yep.
We talked about the boyfriend before, who had said that he was not going to tell anybody that his girlfriend had COVID.
And he's going to live his life.
He was going to live his life. He was going to keep going to work. He was going to spread it if he had it, type thing.
Basically.
That is not fair to those people. Give them the opportunity to go and find out and jump ahead of that thing. That is not a thing that I think that people should be doing by any means.
By any means. That's just like
so you're in agreement.
I'm in agreement. It's just like when you have a sexually transmitted disease. They tell you what is the CDC or the health
to
department
contact the people that you've been in contact with.
That's for anything. That's for AIDS. That's for gonorrhea, herpes simplex 10. I know that's not a disease, y'all. I'm just saying. But you know what I mean? You're supposed to contact people. Contact all your partners, and then they have to contact all their partners. That's why y'all shouldn't be sleeping around with a whole bunch of people.
She said y'all nasty. But anyway, this is another thing I have to say about that, though. But especially when it comes, because people don't know a lot about kids and COVID.
Mm-hmm.
It makes an even bigger deal.
Yeah, because they don't know.
You should have contacted this person. Should have definitely contacted the people. I know you're kind of going through your own thing, and you may be so deathly sick that all of a sudden it hits you and you don't know. But you could have contacted I think you should have contacted
somebody from her family.
Somebody should have said something. I think that they were going to try to keep it under wraps from you, baby.
That's what I think.
And that's horrible. And so
You're
now
fired.
you need to rethink that relationship, because she's saying it's a close family friend.
Nope.
That close family friend definitely should have warned you and helped keep your children safe.
And she's a close family friend, and that means she's friends with her mom or dad or whoever. So why didn't they call and pick up the phone and say, hey, she's not coming, she's gotten COVID, you may want to get your kids
She
checked.
also says, I did not feel like she had regard for the safety of my family.
She didn't.
How do I respond to this? So do we have a conversation about this, Bridget, or do we just cut this person loose?
Cut them off.
Cut them off.
You know that's what I do. I cut you off in the New York
Bridget, snip. She said cut them off, because clearly they have no regard for your family,
so
because your children could have easily spread that back to you, and then your whole household would have been contaminated.
Exactly.
All right. Facebook, what you got to say?
Leave your comments, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, and if we don't have one, we've got one more COVID woe. But go ahead.
If your job deals with regular physical contact, you need to inform the people you've been in contact with. If you've been sick,
okay,
it's the responsible thing to do. No concern for your kids' health. And Richard Jennings says people do better with COVID when you get treatment sooner than later. You have to confront that.
Yeah. I'm definitely with that. Everybody in the comments, I definitely agree. Let people have the opportunity and the best fighting chance against something like this.
Carla says shouldn't be sleeping around, period. I agree, Carla.
Y'all know people sleeping around. You know. Okay.
Period.
That part. That's how they pass the vid. Can't keep their hands off each other, but it's okay. You know, we knew it was gonna happen.
People lonely. They want some physical touch.
Okay, up next, Bridget, you brought this one to my attention.
I did.
Here we go. My 19-year-old son says it should be his choice whether or not he gets the COVID vaccine. However, I'm not trying to die. I'm sure he is out hanging with his friends and not following the rules. So I have decided that we will both be taking the vaccine, no matter how he feels about it.
And you call this one what?
Coming from
my house, my rules.
My house, my rules. Okay. Here we are. I'm a mom again. If I had decided that was the thing for me when it came around time for my kids and we're trying to keep it safe and kosher, you're going to do what I say.
You'll be like Oprah, you get a shot, you get a shot, you get a shot.
I'm the mama. Okay, I'm the mom. If he is still there and he's living in her home, they also addressed this on Queen Sugar, which is another one of the shows that has kind of been tapping into the COVID situation that's going on.
Okay.
The mom got sick, but the son did not. While the son was off going to the Black Lives Matter marches, going back and forth between his friends, he wasn't wearing a mask, he wasn't doing X, Y, and Z. He did not get sick, but
so
his
he was
mother
a carrier.
did.
He was a carrier.
His mother did. So I definitely agree with this mom. If she's saying that she needs the vaccine and she feels like that's what's safest, why would she not give it to her son? Because that's clearly what she thinks will save them. Now he's a grown man. You know what he can also pick up and do?
Leave.
Now, are you ready for that, mama? Because he could say, you know what, I'm not taking this vaccine. I don't believe in it. I'm out. Are you ready to lose him?
You waiting for me to respond?
Yes, I'm definitely waiting. You know, you have a son that is of age.
He's 23.
And, you know, when it came to the discussion, I'm sure that you guys both also had this same talk.
We did. And so in this particular role, he tried to be the parent.
Oh, he told you need to get it.
And I said, I'm grown. I'm not doing it. I'm going to wait and see what happens to you first.
Yeah, let me check that out.
But he's fine though. But no, I mean, yeah, my house, my rules. Absolutely. However, in that same vein, like you said, he's 19. My son's 23, so he's completely an adult. However, my house, my rules. So but he's an adult. So kind of like on both sides.
You know, it confuses me because, you know, we're having these types of situations. No one has really come out and said, you know, in these households where there is a split decision, now you've put COVID into this person. Some of these people are falling ill, you know, when they get their vaccine.
Yeah.
Is it then spreading to the other people in the house? Like, what's going on with that?
Question.
Because once you catch your fever, you're contagious at that point after you've gotten the vaccine.
But he did great. He had none.
Okay.
No side effects at all. Nothing.
Okay.
And he didn't even take Tylenol or anything, but he's 23 too. So I'm thinking just from watching him, how your age does play a factor in it. And he didn't have any underlying conditions. You know, he's young, he's healthy. So I don't know. And he got the 2-shot.
Pfizer?
Pfizer. Yeah, he went to Pfizer. He did go to Methodist and get Pfizer. Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have it here. We're still out on the vaccine. We're just gonna wait.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not doing
even
it.
Even though we're not trying to have any more, you know, children and this, that, and the other, because there's been all kinds of rumors swirling around about, you know, what it's
being
doing
sterile.
to people's insides and making them sterile and all this. We've heard it from here to, you know, to nothing at all happening. So we do know that everybody is out there making decisions. Just make the best one for your household.
Yes,
that's all I can encourage you to do. Remember that this show is about our opinion. It has nothing to do with everybody else's opinion.
Nothing with the edge. It's my opinion.
I've said a lot today. I've said a lot today, and I just decided that I would put that out there, that this has nothing to do with the edge.
Nothing.
We did also want to shout out to the Pacific Islanders, because is it their whole month, or how does theirs work? It does a month.
It's the whole
Pacific Islander month,
okay,
ladies and gentlemen, and we need to come in here with some lays or something. Ooh. That would be fun to have on some lays for the show.
With some cocos for the shirt. Coconuts.
You want to wear some of the coconuts?
Yeah. Got some coconuts on. Would y'all watch this?
Yes, and share the video. We cannot tell y'all how important that is. We are absolutely nothing without you guys. Y'all know we have Erase the Race that's going to be coming up next.
Yes.
Before we get into that, though, Denim Day is Wednesday. Okay, so tomorrow we would love for all of our friends, family, followers, and friends with bennies, if you will, to please post a picture in your
and
denim.
tag us.
Okay, so this is to encourage. They are encouraging people to wear denim to raise awareness and get educated about rape and sexual assault. Okay, y'all know that is one of the things that I'm always harping on, because I know that a lot of young women wind up in precarious situations, sometimes knowing and sometimes not. Things can get way out of hand, just trying to go visit a homeboy at the wrong spot at the wrong time. So we're trying to support the survivors by wearing our denim. So we'll definitely have some denim pictures posted up on tomorrow. So make sure you check us out at IJS Live on Instagram. Okay.
I do have 2 comments that I want to share. So Carlin is hilarious. Carlin, happy to see you soon. He said if he wants new rules, he needs new residents.
You make your own rules at your own house.
And then Dwight Osteen said, the fever from the vaccine does not make you contagious. You do not have an infection. That fever is from an immune response.
Thank you very much. I needed
Dwight.
that information because
Appreciate
I was
that.
very worried about that, because I know several people who have gotten the vaccine and they said, oh, well, I was down for 2 or 3 days. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if I,
Yeah, I have a friend. She had 103 fever for 5 days.
Ooh, that's
That's
a
not
long
good.
time.
That's a long time.
That's the longest I've
Yeah.
ever heard. Most people say 2 or 3 days that they were
No,
kind
she
of
had
out
it
of
for
it and
5.
not, doing so well. Before we leave, also, I have been trying to bring you guys this story because y'all know I love some travel. I'm just going to pop it in here real quick. The cruise lines are already betting big on their rebound. They have already started attacking. I know you've seen the flyers in your mail about their 50th anniversary of, the cruise lines. They're trying to get your business. They want you back out there on the boats. Let me say this. After the situation with when y'all pulled back into the port and you left people on the boats for 2 weeks because the COVID had spread all up and through there are several people like me. I'm not getting on a boat and then you trap me in my room for 2 weeks and come bring my food to the door when I can see the port. That had to be the most mentally challenging thing ever, not to jump out the window and try to swim. 2+ weeks. Some of the people were out there sitting docked at their ports and could not get off the boat because there was an outbreak.
Wow, that's crazy.
The centralized air units have not been changed on these boats. I promise you. I bet you. We've not heard any stories about that.
That's very true. We have.
So that was what they were saying. Increase the spread. So y'all be careful booking these cruises while they're cheap, because I know what y'all like to do. Because I was catching them cheap flights and praying. Like this the entire time. But anyway, I just want y'all to be safe. The cruise lines, they said they're back, and it's time to go get on those cruise ships. That's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. Well,
I'm not ready yet.
Before we go, I do want to shout out our audience members today.
All right, go right ahead.
So Maxwani Jean, we appreciate you for being here. Max was one of our first winners of our wheel.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he was. And he came to join us today. He is one of our friends with Benny. And he won the benefit of being
Axelrad.
a friend.
That's right.
Yeah.
He got
Axelrad gift card.
Axelrad. So
That's
he gets to
right.
go over there, get him some drinks or whatever
some
at
food.
the Axelrad, at the food, and have a little bit of fun. They have a really nice setup over there, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't been, please go check them out. And anything else you wanted to add?
Yes, we have Erase the Race coming up next. What are you guys talking about today?
The language that divides us.
The language that divides us.
I know what one of those words are.
Anyway, tune in next for Erase the Race. And we are I'm Just Saying Live. This is me, Bridget.
And I'm Simply Dot Tennille.
We'll see you next time. Peace.